Learn the difference between solution, suspension, and colloid with Doraemon and Bhumika.
I choose this one. Cool, another pair. Oh man, my last card's the Joker.
Now here Nobita has a question. What is a solution? A solution is a liquid mixture in which the minor component, which is the solute, is uniformly distributed within the major component, which is the solvent. One example of a solution is when you mix salt with water. Here I'm going to mix some salt with water and after a bit of stirring, you can see that the salt has completely dissolved with the water, and even after letting it sit for a while, you cannot tell the particles apart.
So, did I scare you or what?
A suspension is a heterogeneous mixture of a finely distributed solid in a liquid where the solid is not dissolved in the liquid. An example of a suspension would be mixing flour in water. Here I have some flour that I'm going to be mixing with the water. After letting the suspension of flour and water sit for a while, you can see that the flour has completely sank down to the bottom of the glass.
See you later.
A colloid is a mixture that has particles ranging between 1 and 1000 nanometers in diameter, yet are able to remain evenly distributed throughout the solution. An example of colloid would be milk. Milk appears to be a homogeneous mixture, and it is a colloid because it contains large particles such as fats and proteins that do not settle out of the solution even after letting it sit for a while.
Hey, stop! I can't eat anything before tonight!
The Tyndall effect is a phenomena in which the light scatters as it passes through a colloidal mixture. We're going to be experimenting the Tyndall effect in real time. Here I have the solution of salt and water that I made earlier, and now I'm going to put light against it. As I put light against the glass, you can see that the particles do not scatter the light and they completely allow the light to pass through. Now here we have the suspension that we made with flour and water. Put the light against the glass with the suspension, you can see that the particles completely scatter the light and they do not allow the light to pass through. Here we have milk, which is our colloid. Once again, as you can see, when I put the light against the glass with the colloid, the particles completely scatter the light and they do not allow the light to pass through. I hope this video helped you, and thanks for watching!